Hello Sly Cooper fans, mulatosly here, and people today, we're covering Miss Ruby, and this is the Who We series episode number 4. So, in the previous episode we did Sir Riley the Frog, and in this side of the video I made a straw poll that if you click it you can pick the characters that you want to see next, and the next episode I want you guys to pick as well the character, because Miss Ruby, as you can see by the screen, won by at least like 50% of the votes. So this is the reason today we're seeing Miss Ruby here. But there's another straw poll right now, so go click there, click the I, and vote the next episode. Now with that being said guys, I upload to this channel every Wednesdays and every Fridays. But today is Friday and I didn't upload this Wednesday because I upload the video on Monday. So that's the reason I didn't upload Wednesday. But every single video is coming on a Friday and on a Wednesday. Sometimes, rarely, I can upload on Mondays and on Sundays, but that's very rare, so don't expect videos that days. By the way, follow me on Twitter because I chat a lot on Twitter and I post some news regarding the channel on there. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let's just hop into the episode and see how we do.
Disclaimer: the Who series is based on the information given in game and self-taught. If you think there is something wrong with the information, please tell me in the comments. I will do my best to reply and discuss them. Now, without further ado, let's go into the video. Hope y'all Cooper fans enjoy. Subscribe and join our Sly channel. Join the Cooper Nation. P.S. In the video, I may change quotes. PBS. Spoilers.
Okay everybody, so we're now in chapter number 3 of Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, the first ever game. And this game, let's be honest, this game brings a whole lot of memories. If they're bad, cause like freaking hell this game, one shot, one single hit and you die. The flashlights guards, they were horrible, I hate those guys. But taking that out of the way, today we're covering Miss Ruby, the third member of the Fiendish Five, and the only female villain in this game. She's actually the only female villain in the entire group actually. I don't know if Clockwork is a male or, but he is a male, even though he's kind of a robot, but yeah, he's a guy, so yeah, he's an evil guy. But anyway, looking at the character itself, this is the first time we see her, as you can see right here on the screen. This is the first time we see her in the door. In the previous episode, I said you see Riley at the door as well. This is actually a screenshot of that episode, but you see Miss Ruby in Riley's left side, in your left side pretty much, because you're watching the screen like this, I'm watching the other side. So yeah, with that being said, Miss Ruby is that weird ass thingy. It doesn't look like a crocodile at all in this picture. But anyway, going into the chapter itself, we start off in a swamp. The entire episode is in an 80s swamp, and Bentley is afraid of ghosts, and Bentley believes in ghosts. We get mentioned every single time during each game. We get mentioned in Sly 1 in this chapter, the Dark Magic. We get mentioned in Sly 2 in the Contessa's chapter, Dark Magic. We get mentioned in the third game on the Guru's chapter, and I believe we get mentioned in the fourth game as well. Now, Dark Magic is something that happens in the series, and when I mean by Dark Magic, I'm not talking about concern like Dark Magic, because there's two types of Dark Magic. You have like the Mojo Magic, which is pretty much voodoo magic. You have the ghosts, which is like supernatural, is not actually dark magic. And you have dark magic. Dark magic is pretty much, let's say for example, Yu-Gi-Oh! I think dark magic is goes for Yu-Gi-Oh! And that is a topic I discussed in the Kane Origin with my friend Vivi. So if you want, go check that out. Now, with that being said, Mojo Magic. The first time we actually see something called magic in this actual chapter is when you arrive at the first key. The first key is guarded by this weird ass purple thing, as you can see right here on the screen, and that purple thing can only be unlocked if you destroy every single torch. So you need to light out the torches and then you get the key. Now what does this mean exactly? This is not dark magic, is it? Or is it not? Let's just move a bit forward into the journey and see what Bentley has to say, because Bentley says pretty interesting stuff during this chat. Alright boys and girls, so we fast forward a few missions and so far so good. So first off, you get rid of the Mojo Magic by crashing down the lights. Then you go to a different part of the swamp, which is guarded by a big ass gate. And inside that gate, there's a monster. So Miss Ruby's trying to keep that monster in instead of going to her lair. But the monster gets in her lair, destroys the main gate that leads to her part of the lair, and then he goes out. So that part was very random in my opinion. I still don't know what happened there, but still. So moving forward into the journey, we see different types of magic. We see the mojo magic that is guarding the key. We see some ghosts, because as you can see, there is a ghost generator. Now they're not actually ghosts because they're being made by a generator. Now, does that count as a ghost? Or is that like a weird ass supernatural thing caused by the mojo magic? Because this is very weird. This is very weird. But at the end, we're going to discuss everything, and I want you guys to leave your opinions and thoughts down below in the comments. By the way, I didn't mention this in the beginning, but for this episode, it will be amazing if we can hit a goal of 1 like. Just 1 like for this episode would be amazing. I'm enjoying the support so far, as you can see on the screen. We got a lot of support in the Raleigh's episode. So with that being said, moving forward into our journey. Miss Ruby is actually planning to do something here, because I don't get it. Like, the Fiendish Five destroyed the book, like they tore the book into 5 pieces and started doing stuff. So Raleigh at the Ryoichi part of the book, Mugshot at the Sight Uncommon part of the book. No, Miss Ruby has a Sight Uncommon. Mugshot at the Tennessee Kid part of the book. Now, why did they need the book? Because looking at their operations, so Raleigh did the Vortex that made it rain, no Ryoichi related. Tennessee was rail sliding, and Mugshot was just a gambler. He was just in the Mesa City. Maybe because it's Texas related, he's like USA, but still not the same. And Miss Ruby with dark magic related to Sight Uncommon's invisibility move? Maybe, perhaps, but who knows that. Now keep moving forward into the chapter. There's a chapter where she mentions, Sly, I know you're here. So every single character, Mugshot, Sir Riley, Panda King, they all don't know what's going on. They just know a guy is robbing their keys. But Miss Ruby actually states, Sly, I know you're here. So this is a hint for dark magic. He actually has real powers. So, a few battles, a few journeys, and it's time to battle her. Okay guys, so this is the battle against Miss Ruby. And I don't know why, but I feel like we should do the discussion right now, because I don't want to do this video way too long, so we don't have that much to talk about that we didn't talk about yet, so let's just make our own discussion. Feel free to leave your comments and thoughts down below, as well as some theories that you may have related to this part. Now, with that being said, Miss Ruby was born in a family of mystics, and the other kids feared her as a child. And then she grew up and started a life of crime. That's the way of her punishing the world for fearing her as a child. And this doesn't make any freaking sense. Like, I'm going to rewind. People feared you as a child, and then you grew up evil because people feared you as a child? What's the logic here? I'm already bad, so let me be bad? Is that the logic here? Because sometimes people in life be like this. People already see me as an evil person. Why not be the evil person they want me to be? Maybe that's what happened with Miss Ruby, if you stop and think about it. That's what happened to her. Now, why she joined the Fiendish Five is still a mystery. But she is the chief mystic of the Fiendish Five. So I bet Clockwork recruit them. He got Sir Riley the Frog as the chief mechanist. He got Miss Ruby as the chief mystic, Panda King as the explosive guy, and Mugshot as the pure strength of the group. So this is what happened to Miss Ruby. Now, she's a crocodile, she lives in a swamp. No news about that. Now, what else can we say? She is from a family of mystics, so mystic, voodoo, predicting the future, dark magic. Dark magic is something I want to discuss here. Why dark magic? We see so many times dark magic in the series. Now, Cults and Zaro games make dark magic the main theme of Sly 5. Because I discussed this in the Cooper Kane Origins, and it was a very, very cool idea that I put out to the table. Clockwork was organic at that point. He got imprisoned because Slight Common was his friend and couldn't help him. And then at that point, a guy, a necromancer, a spectromancer, whatever you want to call it, appeared to Clockwork and gave him dark magic. Now, dark magic, I'm not talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Like freaking Destiny Bonds and everything. Like, he appeared, he gave him this power. If you hate, you get immortal. If you don't hate, you don't get nothing. That's pretty much what happened. And then at some points, he turned his body into metal. Now, this is just a theory. I just put it out to the table. Later on in the future, I'm going to make an entire video just discussing this. Now, returning to Miss Ruby. Miss Ruby's power is not that kind of hatred power. She uses voodoo magic, mojo magic. So, she hits you with square, triangle, circle, and X. That's pretty much her power. And she made an army of zombies. She's very maternal because she treats her zombies like kids as child. And this turtle is her servant that he treats her as a child, but then we kill the servant. So that's pretty much what happened here. So what else do we see in the chapter? We see mosquitoes, we see the ghosts that are not actually ghosts. There are freaking generated ghosts that you can hit, because if you go to the side 2 and try to hit the ghost, it doesn't work. Or if you go to side 3 and try to hit the mask, it doesn't work. So this is not real. This is not real. They're not ghosts. They're just freaking holograms. They're just popping around and annoying your ass. Because this is freaking annoying. I lost so many times in the previous time I played this. But what else do we see in the swamp? We see spiders. We see the giant thing that you're just running away. And last but not least, with the freaking two-head thingy that you hit, and then you divide it in 2 parts. So you need to pretty much hit him 3 times. And the first time I was doing that, I freaking died again. I don't know, I just hate this swamp. I hate this freaking chapter so much. God damn it, the whacking chickens was not funny at all. But anyway, guys, this was Miss Ruby. Sorry if I didn't mention every single thing that I had to mention here. By the way, one little thing, one trivia. You see Miss Ruby on the issue number 2 that I covered. So she's in prison with Raleigh the Frog. Sir Raleigh is in prison, Miss Ruby is in prison, McShot escaped, and I don't know what happened to Panda King, but he got out. So yeah, we're never gonna see Miss Ruby or Sir Raleigh the Frog ever again. She got a life sentence by making zombies. So yeah, that being said, I'm mulatosly. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Please vote right here on this part of the video to see the next Wii series. And with that being said, let's see the goal of just 1 like. Just remember, 1 like. And I will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out!